Moneytron, let me ask you something. Do you like irritating somebody who's already pissed off? Because I wouldn't recommend it, okay? Moneymakers, welcome to another episode of The Cash Flow. I am, as always, your host, G Money, coming at you from the abode of awesome. With me, as always, is the malfunctioning Moneytron, and I apologize for that opening. It was one of the openings we used on the previous iterations of the show. And, well, as you can see, I didn't exactly have much to work with as we do now. So I apologize. If you enjoyed it, let me know. What the hell? We might use it as an opening again.
Gaming news.
I'm pissed. Okay, and I will get right into why. Do you remember that little video I made, Spring Will Kill Me, as to why I'm excited and what I'll be doing as of, February all the way through May, now June? One of the things that had me excited was one of the games that came out this week. And as such, it is my responsibility to inform you, if you haven't already found out, that Aliens Colonial Marines has released, and forwards, four freaking words! So that's it. I'm gonna deal with Aliens Colonial Marines on a future episode of this show. First I gotta co-op it. Thank you, Josh! I have to co-op it, and then, maybe then, I'll be able to do with it what myself and pretty much every single gamer out there would love to do to it. And we're gonna do it. And you know how some people say, you live in the air and you die by fire. Well, yeah. Anyway, moving on. On the verge of gaming news, let's talk a little bit more about it. First thing we have to talk about is that just recently, Sony announced or reportedly leaked the preview, a picture of what the prototype for the PlayStation 4's controller will look like. Now, if you haven't seen this thing, apparently it actually has an OLED screen, kind of like the Vita, right there in the middle. So much for getting rid of the DualShock controller. It's the same thing. It just doesn't have the little crease on the top. It just has an OLED controller on top. And if this is rumors that this is a prototype. This is what they said is the prototype. On February 20th, we're going to see exactly what Sony has in store for us with regards to the controller, the system, and the future of video gaming in regards to Sony themselves. So, this thing will probably retail at about $70 because of the OLED screen, a touch screen on a controller. Yay! On a previous episode of The Cash Flow, I made a rather, shall we say, rambunctious remarks about a gaming company which shall remain nameless in this episode, and I have been told that I must now apologize for my statements. So here goes. I apologize for the statements I made on a previous episode. It is with a heavy heart that I am told I must apologize for everything I said. The comments I made were mine and mine alone, and in no shape, way, or form do they reflect the company that I mentioned or their video game. I apologize for any harm I may have caused, and I hope that in future I can be forgiven. Thank you. Now, we are professionals here on the show, and we quite frankly would not go far without having to be professional with all these gaming companies. Yo! Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let us talk about something a little bit more fun and nerdy. In this regard, let's talk about some
Movie news.
You didn't talk about the elephant in the room. You didn't talk about what everybody wants to talk about. You didn't talk about Star Wars. So let's talk about Star Wars. Now, if you don't know, you should know that Disney has bought out LucasArts and has already announced that they're going to make a completely new trilogy of movies. Episodes 7, 8, 9. Now, here's what I think personally. Star Wars, myself, I wish it would have ended after these prequels. I'm okay with the prequels. I love the original trilogy. I'm down with that. Let's let it go. It's done. I wanted to see Star Wars venture into other mediums. In this regard, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, which was a couple years ago, and if it hadn't been for that, the shutdown of that studio, we would have probably already gotten either an announcement for the next game, or would already be playing Star Wars Force Unleashed 3. What they did announce at Disney, they announced that they were going to make a separate set of movies which are going to be character-driven. Now, that is cool if they make the right characters. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to see a 2.5-hour movie about Jar Jar Binks. Hey! Do not talk about that here. We do not discuss that here. We want more characters that we're going to have fun with. Now, the rumor has been that they're going to do one for Jabba the Hutt. If they do this as a CGI movie, you have nothing to worry about, Disney. It will make money, make it in the form the same as the movie, the little cartoon you've got on Cartoon Network. Make it like that, and you can make yourself a lot of money. This is what it all comes down to. Then, here's what they said. Actually, this has been leaked, announced, previewed, what have you. A Han Solo movie, an origin story for Han Solo. They did also announce, and this has been, again, rumored / leaked, says they may want to do it, is a Yoda movie. Yoda is a 900-year-old character. Pull out the right part of his 900-year history, you got a good movie. I would love to rather see a movie that bases itself on the Jedi Order. I want to see where it came from. I want to know how the Jedi, how the Force aspect came about and how the Jedi mastered it and how it became such a powerful, entity in the universe. And on top of everything else, wouldn't it be great to see how the dark side plays into that? Was there some sort of betrayal, that corrupted one individual, which led to the formation of the Sith Lords, and what, of course, would lead them to be such a powerful force in the universe. You can tie that into the Yoda movie. How great would that be? You could do all that if done properly. So, bearing all that in mind, now we have addressed the elephant in the room, or better yet, the Wookiee. Oi! What the hell? But that's all the news we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time here on The Cash Flow. And of course, I say it as I always do, if you ain't laughing, you ain't living. And if you ain't living, then what the hell are you doing? Ride this mother till the wheels fall off. We'll see you guys next time right here on The Cash Flow. Moneytron will hopefully be fixed. No more malfunctioning AI. Shh! Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Peace.